is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Seahawks and the Panthers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gautin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for McCaffrey last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And room there to work it inside the 25. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It would be ideal.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
The Seahawks are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign.
They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he's in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first.
Anderson loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 4. All in all, no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have?
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Across midfield and into Carolina territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a... Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Kirkpatrick, 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 58 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't it?
He's definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And
able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives. That means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They run a draw here on second down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard leaves them with 39 remaining. He'll look to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Kirkpatrick, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
19.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
Hey!
On first and 10, Kirkpatrick got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Off the play fake, Kirkpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On the move past the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Now it's Lockett. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And we're back now in Charlotte. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Kirkpatrick. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Returnable for Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Shoves him aside.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
182 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll look to throw here.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown Panthers. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Uses the stiff arm. 7 yards there and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Man, 216 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Left side complete to Lockett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing to start the drive. Kirkpatrick. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again, he finds Moore. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it.